Well, it is the first day of LCS Lock, and I'm joined right now by Svenskeren to talk a little bit about Evil Geniuses coming up on this year as we're getting in. So, you guys just had what I think many, maybe not you, but many would say is a pretty big upset over Cloud9. How surprised were you by that result, especially given how many people were like, but perks?
um, Honestly, I'm not too surprised. I feel like we upgraded our roster really heavily coming into this year, and yeah, I mean, people say that C9 did a heavy upgrade too, but to be fair, I don't think they did. But yeah, I mean, the game was pretty close. I feel like they kind of tested out a new comp, which they might not have too much practice on, so that's why we just felt pretty confident and comfortable playing the game, and yeah, it just worked out.
So, I'm curious for you what you think of your roster now versus last year's roster, and what makes this roster an upgrade. Because I think there were a lot of people who felt like maybe the chemistry was kind of weird on EG last year, and perhaps now it's better, or if you just feel like it's just going to be like a sheer skill level thing that allows you guys to play better.
Yeah, I think we upgraded the roster on a skill level and chemistry level. I feel like Impact brings a lot to the team in terms of shot calling as well, and so does Igna. Like Igna brings us a lot of shot calling too, and he's really confident whenever he goes in for engages, and yeah, that's just really helpful. So yeah, basically on both, I think.
Behind the scenes, how different does the team feel now?
Well, I mean, it's just a new team now. We also have new coaching staff, and I mean, Artemis is still here, but we have like three new coaches other than him, so it's kind of like a new team than it was last year. So I don't think we could really just compare it to last year, but I mean, it feels good right now.
Can you explain how the different coaches are working and how like who does what and what brings what? Because I assume it's not just like you guys scrim and then all the coaches go up and just sort of say like you suck, you suck, you know.
So because of visa issues, we don't have our head coach Peter here right now. So I think like it's obviously going to change once he comes here, but he's like watching the games and he's on like on the TV sometimes talking, but not usually day to day. It's mostly Artemis doing the stuff. Artemis and Mashme are here right now, so I mean they're doing most of the stuff. And then we have a positional coach for me that's called Turtle, and I do like Discord one-on-ones with him after every game. So I mean I think it's just helpful that we have more coaches now.
And with Peter, I mean, there's a lot of hype around him as a coach, especially given the success that he's had previously. I had a chance to interview him earlier this past week. What, how much interaction have you had with him, and what do you think he will bring to the team that your previous setup did not have?
Um, I mean, to be honest, I haven't had too much interaction with him because he's just not here right now, which is kind of unlucky. But I mean, I've talked to him on the one-on-one meetings, and he seems really smart about the game. He knows from a macro standpoint how to play the game out, and I think as a team, that's something we kind of lacked in the past. Like last year, our macro was pretty shit, I think, in the late game, and yeah, I mean that's just a big help being able to have someone like really smart.
Yeah. I've been trying to get an idea from the different teams who is actually good, because I know that we're only 3 games into the season, or if you even want to call this season the tournament, and we've already seen some pretty big upsets, at least based off of what people's power rankings would imply. So, for you, who do you think are the good teams in the LCS right now?
I don't even think we scrimmed all the teams so far, so it's hard for me to even say. I mean, I think TL, us, and C9 are probably going to be like really good. But yeah, I mean, I think a lot of teams right now are having visa issues, so they're not even using the full rosters. So I think that's kind of unfair to like judge them without even having the full roster.
Sure.
But I think TL is going to be really strong.
But you would keep C9 up there, even though you guys just beat them. I mean, by the end of it, especially fairly handedly.
Yeah, but like I said before, I think they're trying out a new comp that is pretty hard to play. Some stuff they weren't as comfortable with, like they flexed the Lucian, and I think Fudge doesn't play as many tanks. So I think they're like trying to play something new that they're maybe not as used to.
Yeah, very good. Other than that, any expectations for what EG is going to be able to accomplish this year? I mean, I know the generic answer is like, we're going to win, it's going to be amazing, but I'm just kind of curious, like, what are you looking for, even just in yourself this year in terms of improvement, and where you're looking to really represent yourself differently than in 2020?
I mean, as always, I'm looking to just improve as much as I can and stay relevant. And obviously, I want to win another title, so that's what I'm kind of motivated for, and just why I'm staying motivated is I really want another title. So yeah, I mean, hopefully we can do that and just be the best team in NA.
Yeah. So stepping away from the team stuff really quickly, how was your off season? Did you get a chance to go home or travel? Because I know a lot of pro players, it was kind of a struggle to figure out if they could or couldn't.
Yeah, so I mean, the off season was really long and kind of boring, to be honest. And no, I didn't go home because I felt like it was kind of irresponsible for me if I did. I would have to travel and see my whole family and then go back here. And also at the time, like I was scheduling it, I thought I had to go through like a quarantine when I came back here and like go to Canada or something for 2 weeks. It was not really clear to me. So I ended up not going because of all the Corona stuff. I didn't want to end up catching Corona and then not being able to travel again. Yeah, it was too risky.
Yeah. When was the last time you were home?
It was 2019.
Oh my gosh.
Christmas then. Actually, 2019 Christmas it must be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how are you holding up? Is it tough not being home, or have you adapted okay? I mean, how are you handling it?
I think I'm handling it pretty fine. Like, yeah, I mean, usually I go home for Christmas and like during December I'm home, but I mean, I'm doing fine.
What did you end up doing instead during the break? Just playing video games, or were you able to spend time with anybody?
Yeah, played a lot of video games and spent a lot of time with my girlfriend. And yeah, with her family, I celebrated Christmas with my girlfriend's family for the first time. So that was a nice experience at least.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're hanging in there, because I know I often think how tough this year is for so many people having to, like, I didn't see my family, for instance, during the holidays, but it must be even more tough for somebody who's perhaps in a different country and just kind of feels stuck here. So is there anything that you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, just thank you guys for supporting us. It means a lot, and I hope you guys will keep cheering for us in the future.
Very good. Well, hey, thank you so much, Dennis, for the interview. And for everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things esports right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, thanks so much for watching that interview. Last year sucked. I'm not going to lie. I mean, there were some great moments, and your support of this channel was one of those fantastic things about last year. But there were a lot of not so fun things. I'm looking forward to amazing things this year. And speaking of amazing things, if you'd like to check out Alienware's new M15 and M17, the R4 versions with the new NVIDIA graphics, you can do that at the link in the description, alienware.com/Travis. Travis 10 off Q4 will save you 10% off that order. We thank Alienware so much for their support of this channel.